wanna snip that knot, hoping you get back and smell it through the wrapping. You knowing you can flip that bitch up Picasso, yeah. Macho, nigga, honcho, burritos, tacos, flip those and make more than we get more. Jack boys lurking, so you know with that capo. A lot of niggas falling off, playing keep up, fake buffs on, and you shady on the rear.
What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. And welcome to another edition of Mystery. No, let me stop. Welcome to another edition of Retired from the Streets TV. Listen, man. I love when I just go out in society and I got a small channel, bro. I mean, family, you know. You gotta think, my channel's super small to me. And to like people that's really like been out here for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and they got 500,000. I ain't comparing myself metric wise to nobody else, but I'm saying being that I got a small channel and I'm from Detroit, it ain't a big city, but come on, you still got hundreds of thousands of people here. And when somebody come up to me and be like, hey man, you was talking about the Booty Bandit. You the Booty Bandit dude was on, you be on YouTube or something, right? On Facebook, YouTube? I said, yeah, I got a Facebook group, but I be on YouTube, bro. Hey, I bought the brother a beer about maybe an hour or so ago, man. I just like, yeah, that's what's up. So I see, like, man, yeah. He said, I be having my nephews watch it, man, because you take me back, because I did some time. And he started breaking down. I said, man, that's what's up, man. I said, that's what's up, yeah. So we talked briefly, and I told him he had wanted to tell his story and some of his experiences, tap in. You know, that's another thing I'm leaning towards, because like I said, it was hard getting people lined up to do these interviews. I really, when I first started doing this, was going to be behind the camera on some Vlad TV style interviewing people and their experiences, but it was taking too long to get people involved. So I said, you know what, I'm going to reframe, re-strategize the purpose of the platform and get in front of this camera. So anywho, welcome to Thursday, man. Yesterday was my bro birthday. Had a good time. I ain't getting no drinking in. I felt great, you know, man, because usually I been and got me a few in. Not the next day, recovery time be crazy. But I dedicated that episode to my brother about when I got that phone call from him and when I called home rather from Virginia and talked to him on his birthday. He had just turned 13, his first year in the teens, and I wasn't there for him. This story here, I'm gonna take y'all back to Virginia, right? I'm still in Virginia. Like I said, it's my last week there, though, because I wasn't there but a short amount of time, and I ain't have a whole bunch of crazy stories because it was real laid back down there for the most part. However, when it was time for us to come back up here to Michigan, right? Let me unplug this right quick. When it was time for us to come back up here to Michigan, we had accumulated so much stuff that we couldn't have up here in Michigan. But they let it down there in Virginia. So the thing was, we was the last group of dudes coming down there, so we was also the last group of dudes leaving Virginia, going back to Michigan. So when it come down to the date and it was time for us, we got our confirmation because they have been playing back and forth for weeks. Y'all going to Michigan, y'all ain't going to Michigan, y'all going to Michigan, y'all ain't going to Michigan. When we got the confirmation that we wasn't staying, because we wanted to stay. Honestly, tell you the truth, it was a better jailing situation than Michigan, and you didn't have all the competition and all that you had. Not at first, it got bad later on, but it was smooth overall still. The thing was, all of this stuff, Muslim oils that we couldn't get in Michigan because they considered them flammable. I mean, I had lighters, I had all type of chewing gum, I had chewing tobacco that they didn't sell in Michigan that I knew I could get off when I got up there. Man, listen, them electronics that we can get, them sweet tape players we couldn't get up here, beard trimmers that was rechargeable, like I told you before, that we couldn't get up here because they want to tax you for batteries. So you get rechargeable items, where the battery money at, right? So, and that's a large markup until they start coming with MP3s and whatnot. Them batteries for them tape players, batteries for your trimmers, batteries for your radio. You understand me? So I had took some and I'm pretty sure they cut a lot of this stuff out so I could tell this, right? I had took a saltine box, right? I had a few saltine boxes, like 3 of them. 2 out of every diagonal. I take 1 out of each corner out of saltine back to crackers and give them away or whatever. But I had contraband in each one of those sections out of 3 boxes. So I'm talking about, like I was just mentioning, lighters, Muslim oil. I had a couple of watches that I had bought off dudes off the yard. You can only get 1 watch. I had a couple of little necklaces, some 6-pointed star necklaces, some crescent and the moon and the star, you know, for the Islamic symbols and whatnot. I had so much stuff I had accumulated and was ordering, and it was reasonable. All I'm going to do is come back up here to Michigan and bump it off. But the thing was, let me get a way to smuggle it back. So I'm telling you, I'm spending hours and hours figuring out how I'm going to do it. And it dawned on me, let's take some out of each box, stuff each, you know. So I'm doing that. I'm gluing all this stuff shut, right? Gluing these boxes back shut, sitting books on top of them. Let me tell you how crazy it was. And it's going to lead to another story, probably the one I'm going to do on Saturday, because I still got to do tomorrow. Let's not forget Friday, while I'm teasing y'all with it today. I'm covering the last 3 dudes that got executed while I was incarcerated in Virginia, right? So, it's, I mean, you got to think, right? I'm in a situation where I can make a lot of money. And I'm adding it up, and I'm looking like each item is a triple up. Basically, whatever I paid, I'm gonna triple the price, because that's how dudes in Michigan is. They're real fickle. I ain't gonna lie, I've been there. These dudes want to look the part. They don't want to be the part. They want to look the part. So they want to have all the trappings of a successful inmate, a successful convict. You know, I got it. Let me put on a chain. Let me throw a stud in my ear. If you got a stud in your ear, don't have 2. But if you got 1, and you got a little necklace and a watch and some couple of pair of glasses, you look like you get money. Because most dudes in there, they strip you down to everything, so you got nothing. So now, check this out. As I'm preparing to come back to Michigan, and I'm packing all my stuff up, we don't know that we're not going to see a lot of this stuff for I don't know when. We don't, this, you know what I mean? All we thinking is we about to go home, we back to our family and whatnot. We don't know that our property is going to get lost for a hot minute. Now, what I'm telling a lot of dudes is, and I'm putting them hip to the game on how to do, you know, how to package their stuff. Bro wasn't trying to listen. He wanted to pull insoles up, stuff the shoe. He wanted to take and put stuff in the front of the shoe and put socks inside of that and push it down. Like, bro, these people ain't that damn remedial. You understand what I'm saying? So check this out. We're going to actually, when we go up to Michigan, they're going to do a thorough shakedown of your property from Virginia. The problem is, if you can talk to them, distract them and whatnot, like a lot of times when I'm a rat in, I just talk them to death and distract them. And when they get their back turned, I'm grabbing property, putting it in my pocket and whatnot anyway. So I'm talking to my bros, and I'm like, bro, watch how you package your stuff up, bro. Because it might not make it out of here. And why am I telling this dude that he not listening to me? The oils, he got oils soaking. I don't know if he didn't time them good enough. They done soaked through his shoe, into his property bag, on all type of stuff, in through the bag. It's in his on the bottom of his property bag, his duffel bag. So of course they smell it and see it. Now they want to know what's in it. They shake this dude down. They find his stuff. This is just like, we ain't even left Virginia yet. We just packing our stuff up because we about to leave the next day or 2. So we like pack the stuff up, keep a little something out to survive off of for the next day, and the rest of it, leave it, leave a bowl, whatever if you got to, but we about to leave. We come back to Michigan. This dude not listening to his homie. He's seeing that I'm knowing what I'm doing. He want to do it this way. When they shake his bag down, they not only pop all the little stuff he was trying to get his money off of. He done spent all this money off of running around last minute buying tobacco products and chewing tobacco and all this stuff off dudes. They took all that stuff. You hear me? Because they knew that after a while that we wasn't supposed to have this stuff. Because they sent them a list down. Restricted properties. Because the dudes have been coming back already. And they saying like, where's y'all getting this stuff from? Y'all can't have this. We don't care. Y'all should have used that when y'all was in Virginia. When they popped him, they start going through dude's stuff. So his little F up leads to them popping about 6, 7, 8, 9 dudes. Then they start telling dudes, unpack your bags if you got any contraband and whatnot, right? Luckily, he didn't follow my advice. Because he had did what I said then. They had leaked through that box. They'd have bust that box of crackers open and saw that. Then they wanted to be in everybody's boxes. I had stuff in Nutty Bar boxes, them cracker boxes, oatmeal pie boxes. I had everything packed in, glued back up. You feel me? And when I got back, I made a hell of a lot of money. The thing was getting out of there. So much contraband. I was trying to pack up. They had the sweetest little prison outfits. I ain't trying to say prison sweet, but to me it was sweet because they had some boots we used to call Timberlands. They was brown leather hiking boots, like log roller boots. They had the hard, almost like hard Levi's, hard denim pants, and then the chambray or the cambray, however you pronounce it, light blue, like a Dickie almost type shirt. That was their everyday uniform. Like I said, it's fickle. But when you can look crispy, even though you're an inmate, everything is crispy, iron and whatnot, you look the part. Not only do you dudes on the yard want to flock towards you, right, and be all up in your face, but the COs start choosing too, even the males, because they want to be around the dude who moving and grooving. They want to be in the mix, even though they act like they don't. But you talking about when I got back to Michigan with all that stuff, because me and a whole bunch of other dudes almost didn't make it. Almost didn't make it, almost incited a riot. Yep, yep, because of the fact how they tried to play us on the way back. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all that story Saturday. Your boy was the last one on the rock, right hand to God, and I'm gonna let y'all know all the details about that Saturday, right? But this here is about when you have a lane for yourself. You know it's working. You're trying to convince your mans that it's working. He don't listen to you. Don't keep trying to convince no fool that it's gold in them hills. And that's what I was doing down there. A lot of that. And it came full circle when that happened with bro, the Muslim brother too. It ain't like you gotta listen to me, bro, but I'm showing you. Not only do you look stupid with the boo-boo face because you done lost all your money you invested in stuff, but you done got other dudes' stuff knocked too. You know what I mean? And took. So now they pissed at you. Now some dudes really want to get at you. You feel me? But they can't because they know you're Muslim. And they know how the protocol is. You ain't putting your hands on a Muslim. I don't care who you is. Off with your head. And that's a fact. It sounds brutal and all that, but that's the facts of the matter. But this is what I'm trying to say to y'all. You got a lane. It's working for you. Sometimes you can't take everybody with you. You can't show everybody the ropes. This is one example of that. I got plenty example of all these years I did in prison of when I tried to show dudes a way and they either jacked it off or they didn't listen and end up jacking their wreck or getting put in the hole or whatever. You know, like I say, jack and wreck, man, you messed the recreation up. You jacked the recreation off. The fun, the good time, you jacked wreck. You're no longer in a feasibly comfortable position. You in the box. You in level 4, 5, or something worse. You done got stabbed up or poked up or beat down by the COs, right? So like I'm saying, find your lane, stay in your lane. Stick to your dang on guns and don't stop trying to take everybody with y'all. Because you try to take everybody with y'all. And look, I'm going to tell you the truth, right? I honestly, the brother was about to start giving stuff away. And I told him, this was the problem. When I said, bro, why don't you start? He like, man, how you going to do that? Bro, you know, that's not going to work. So I'm telling him it's going to work. Then when he said, you know what? I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it my way. That's really the whole story behind that. I'm trying to show him like, no, look, bro, this is how you do it. Take this right here, pack it up, boom, boom, boom. He like, no, bro, that's too crazy. They're going to do that. I'm going to go like this. Then everybody going to look at my stinky socks, bro. I'm going to keep some dirty socks. That didn't work. You didn't got all them boy stuff too. That's why nowadays I find a lane. Like when I found a loophole that you could be a non-owner taxpayer on the property, right? And then put a lien. Come on. I ain't going to give y'all too much sauce, but we'll tap in on that. Like, I literally know loopholes now to find. I'll never have to pay rent again. I'll never be homeless again. You feel me? I'm always be a property owner, more than one door. So, anywho, I love y'all, man. I'm talking y'all to death. I know y'all, some of y'all say y'all want longer stories. Some of y'all say you talk too much. I love y'all no matter what y'all feel about me. If y'all haven't subscribed, get in the subscribe mode. Y'all haven't hit the notification bell, do so. Like the content, share the content freely as much as you want to comment. Get in the comment section, good, bad, or indifferent. Keep the change, keep them nervous. OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny, at Retire from the Streets TV, and I'm out.